Hello, welcome to Strange Planet. I want to talk about Fear The Walking Dead. This month it just came back for its third season on AMC, and I'll tell you the truth. I want to really talk about this because a lot of people do not like Fear The Walking Dead. They like The Walking Dead, they don't like Fear The Walking Dead. And why is that? Well, it's totally understandable from my experience of it, because when it first came out, we were given the impression that it was this whole thing about the how the apocalypse began, like its early stages, which we really didn't get to see in The Walking Dead. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking about the TV series. I'm not talking about the comic books. We're talking straight television right now, okay? So this kind of covers the slow progression of what started out, like Shane said, in season 2 as just some stories in the news. And then it happened so fast, which kind of went in that direction in the beginning of Fear the Walking Dead. Now, what the problem that we had in the beginning of this series, for me especially, was how slow. It was like a slow burn. It kind of just went. I felt like I was watching just a regular drama of two families. Right, you had Travis on one side with his, divorced wife and estranged son Chris. Then you have his girlfriend Madison on the other side with her, sadly drug addicted, kid Nick. You remember Nick, right? Johnny Depp lookalike. And Alicia, the daughter, who is just trying to be, a high school kid. And then you start hearing the stories in the news. You start hearing things that are happening, and there's only 6 episodes in Fear the Walking Dead, but it kind of just started escalating to that. By the time we got to the 6th episode, everything is pretty much blown up. Both families ran into the barbershop of Daniel Salazar, played by Ruben Blades, legendary Latin musician and actor extraordinaire. He's been in quite a few things. Remember Predator 2? And then they hook up with a guy named Strand. He's one of my favorite characters, actually. You don't know where he's coming from. He's kind of unpredictable. You kind of don't understand where he's at. I like that. So they get to the Abigail, and they set sail, and then that's when the second season kicks in. But boy, does it kick in. I titled this clip, Why We Should Give Fear the Walking Dead a Second Chance. And I think the reason why, because a lot of people after the first season kind of tuned off, even before the first season ended. They were like, what is this crap? And they just turned it off because they want to see the zombies and they want to see the whole world go to crazy, which you do see. You do see it. I guess it wasn't as apocalyptic as we wanted it to be. But I get it. It was kind of like through the lens of two families that were just kind of living their normal lives and how that changed. Rather quickly, actually. So why do I think we should give Fear the Walking Dead another chance? Because it is crazy right now. For those of you who have not seen the second season, especially the end, remember how Travis was all like, everybody's gonna be okay and everybody's gonna be fine. No. Travis finally... Okay, he finally got it. And you see the directions that each of the characters are going to be going through. They're going through their own kind of personal journey through this zombie apocalypse as it happens on the west coast of the United States. We all know what's going on in the east coast of the United States with Rick Grimes and our beloved cast from the original series. But we're kind of seeing what's happening on the other side of the continent, and how they're dealing with it, how they have to adjust their lives to this new world where it's not just the dead you got to worry about. Oh yeah, you got to fear the living too. People are already starting to get into that survival of the fittest mode that Dale feared so much when he talked about it in season 2 of The Walking Dead, how if we kill that kid, remember Randall? And how if we do this, then civilization, that's it. There is no civilization. We're all like, we've all gone mad. But in the case of these group of people that have now clung together, okay, to kind of survive this apocalyptic scenario of The Walking Dead, they've had to do some crazy stuff now. I just started watching season 3. It started a couple weeks ago. And it had a 2-hour season premiere that I was like, whoa, what? Really? I'm not going to give anything away, because if for those of you who haven't seen it yet, that's why I'm telling you, give it a chance. Watch it. You're going to see season 2 and then go into season 3 and you're going to like pull your hair out. You're going to be like, what? You start actually caring about these characters. In the first season, you didn't really care. You were like, you know what? I hope they die. I hope Travis dies. Travis, I wanted Travis gone. I was like, you know what? This guy's too weak, man. He's like lunch meat. Forget about it. Ooh, boy, it just got crazier and crazier in season 2. And now I'm like, yo, Travis. As we go into season 3, we see our group facing new challenges, new losses, and new gains as they deal with the zombie apocalypse. As we all wait for October to come to see what happens on the other side of the continent with Rick Grimes and Negan and the war that has just basically started between the factions, between the groups. We're kind of seeing still only about maybe a month or two into the apocalypse of what's going on in Fear the Walking Dead. At this point, if you think about the time frame, what's happening in season 3, this is probably about the time that Rick Grimes has already met Morgan in the first season of The Walking Dead and is trying to find Laurie and Carl. So, if you remember how that first season panned out, I believe more or less this is kind of where we are right now in season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead. Whereas the chronology is concerned, it's kind of falling on that. And I'm enjoying it. It is awesome. The way I look at it is that I see Fear the Walking Dead as a cool, substitute or medicine. A supplement, if you will, of The Walking Dead. While we wait till October, we can at least watch this and enjoy this. And it's good. It's getting crazy. First things first, they don't call them walkers on that show. They call them infected. Now, we've seen that in The Walking Dead, where different groups that Rick and the gang run into, they call the zombies something else. They've called them geeks. They've called them lame brains. Stuff like that. These guys, they just call them infected. 20 of the infected are heading this way. Run! And there's more to come. What are your thoughts about Fear the Walking Dead? Do you want to give it a second chance like I'm proposing? Or do you want to just still blow it off? Talk to me. Leave your comments under the screen. And the next time I see you in Strange Planet, I hope we hear more about your words and your thoughts about Fear the Walking